Welcome to the replay. And if you're looking for good news and let's get this done, you're in the wrong place. Okay, if you're looking to complain and commiserate, and we're going to tell you why, because,
right place.
You're in the right place. So we are going to get started, and I just want to tell you,
it is a WTF Wednesday for
sure. We got Texas in the house. We got Northern California.
Larry McFarland, Deborah Rose. How y'all doing over there?
Rainy Kentucky.
Tammy Joe.
Michael, Colorado.
I've decided I'm going to use my Boston accent to chat with y'all tonight.
Are we going to talk at the same time?
I like talking.
Nice to see you.
Hello, Theodore.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun today, okay? And I'm gonna
hang on. Quick disclaimer to our clients who are tuned in:
do not fret.
Do not get. We got some updates from contacts I made with SBA today, which we're going to share tonight. And y'all got us on your side. Hello, Ricardo. So we're good now more than ever. Tim Stone. We're going to cover this for you all who are our clients, so you have no worries. But for all the rest of you who are not our clients, be afraid.
Be very afraid.
Like Stephen King horror movie, afraid.
The only thing that our clients who are watching this right now, the only thing you need to worry about is letting me know if there's any lipstick on my teeth. Hi. That's it, okay? Otherwise, everyone else,
seriously,
then you should be frightened. Yes. Okay.
I mean, come on. Really?
Yeah.
Is there any lipstick on my teeth?
No. Stop. Just stop.
WTF Wednesday. Okay. I'm Trevor, and this is Linda Ray, and we are the folks who are doing it for Eidl reconsiderations. If your increase has recently declined because of a discrepancy, this is the word of the day. In a conversation I had with a loan officer at SBA at 8:25 a.m. this morning, I said, let me ask you a question. I'm hearing this word discrepancy popping up all the time. We do our free 15-minute phone consultations on Mondays. I did 15 calls on Monday. The word discrepancy came up 7 times with folks who are out there trying to get their EIDL increase. His response, he got really quiet. And being the good federal representative he is, he did not acknowledge this discrepancy word, but he did say, well, there is some fraud out there.
Which is basically, SBA safety words, so he doesn't have to get into any commentary because
this is the SBA safe word. Discrepancy.
Safe word.
We got to stop now.
Yeah.
That's my safe word.
By the way, Michael, it is bleeping. It is lava hot here in Connecticut. Lava hot.
So this discrepancy word is coming up mucho. And it is shutting down a lot of EIDL loan increases. What SBA's over concern about fraud seems to be missing is that statistically, we don't know the numbers. I don't pretend to know the numbers, but I do know from 30 years experience in the mortgage business, the numbers of fraud is probably like tiny, like gnat-sized compared to an elephant.
Okay, can we get into the newer stuff?
So all the good people like you all are suffering because of a couple of criminals because the SBA is making you pay for it with the word discrepancy.
So, all right, there's a few things that I'm just gonna start, and then Trevor can elaborate. First, the news. I did a 1-minute video last night. The WTF Eve announcement where Isabel Guzman was talking to the Business Journal or some publication where they're supposedly around the summer months, which we're creeping up on the summer months, that you're going to be able to apply or reconsider your EIDL for the 2 million cap, which is the original EIDL cap for natural disasters, the COVID disaster.
So you're saying that she's talking about raising the limit.
Raising the limit. But now this is where my short.
Because that was not short. That was totally a Trevor explanation.
I know.
It was kind of rambled on.
Right. So
blah, 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 blah,
listen,
blah, blah, blah.
You do it more than I do.
Blah, blah, blah,
I get my
blah,
moments.
blah, blah.
I get my moments. So everyone's like, now, I don't know if a lot of people are talking about this, yay, $2 million, but people can't even get beyond even the 150 when it was 150 and now the 500, they can't even get that. So
mostly due to their own mistakes.
Well, that's true. But
now this new one,
I just
the
don't
word
think
discrepancy.
I don't think there should give any oxygen to this $2 million increase cap, because there's so much that's wrong with how they're functioning.
Okay, cut it out.
All right,
cut it out.
Cut
it out.
Okay.
I'm going to elaborate. You know what?
Shane.
Isabella Guzman has made spectacularly positive strides in the short time she's been in office. Just a few minutes ago, one of our clients in Cleveland, actually, reached out. She got her a notification on her reconsideration to log into the portal. So I jumped on the call with her just a few minutes ago, and we logged in, and they were asking for some documents. But an interesting new feature, which hasn't been there as recently as yesterday, on her. So this is a reconsideration file. Her loan was declined for multiple issues, and she actually filed a reconsideration previously. It was declined. So in a way, this is really like an appeal, but it's really a reconsideration. Anyway, so I jumped in there. I see the list of documents, and I'm going to upload those. But I noticed on the home page there was, review and sign. I'm like, review and sign? You don't usually see that this early in the stage. Review and sign is when you have a closing document. Well, I click on it. There's a 4506 there. Beautifully filled out. I mean, I compared it to the 4506 that I filled out, which is perfect as always. And it was, the SBA had it filled out perfectly. So we docu-signed it right there on the spot. And they are making it better. I know it doesn't feel like that to you folks out there who are being beaten about the head and face and neck with the word discrepancy. Boom, boom, your loan is declined for discrepancy. But I promise you, it is actually getting better.
Okay.
And the 2 million thing is going to happen. Y'all are going to need us when that happens.
So can I just, for a moment, remind everybody that we have a new product we're going to be coming out with, which is a guidebook for our clients who are with us. Obviously, you don't need that.
The roadmap to reconsideration, which we decided to create because not everybody can afford to hire us, and some folks just don't want to hire us to do, the Trevor loan officer magic on their files. So we're putting that in writing. So you can sign up. The link will be below, and you can sign up for our waiting list for the roadmap to reconsideration. We're going to offer it at a reasonable price, which is a fraction of what our flat fee consulting fee is. And if your loan has recently been declined for an EIDL increase request, or for any other reason, y'all need to hire us. You can try it on your own. Dr. Shaw is an example of somebody who did it on her own. Tammy Jo got a reconsideration approved on her own previously. And
hold on, Dr. Shaw, I use your review, your Google review. I don't know why I'm pretending like I'm hiding this from you, but I use your Google.
I can see you right here on the screen.
I use your Google
and
review
on that screen
in some of our promotional
Kobina, how are you?
Regale.
So going back,
but wait, we have to talk about Simple Sense. We have a new YouTube channel. Now, I am not thrilled about having to start another channel when we just achieved monetization of this channel. Speaking
of monetization, we're going to open this up to questions in a couple of minutes. When we do, we have some ground rules for you because it gets a little nuts here. So number one, everybody gets one question. You get only
First of all, everyone who's
question.
on here, they're just here to say hi. We don't even have any questions yet. So before you start with that,
you get one question.
Can I finish with my Simple Sense? Okay. So I'm going to put in the comments the link. We need only, I think the last time I checked, we were at 76 subscribers, which means we only need 21 more to get. When you have 100 subscribers, we can get the custom URL.
Ricardo, make up those 21 fake IDs and get onto YouTube.
For anyone who knows how magical it is to have branding stuff that's custom, 100 is the custom URL. So I need the Aurora Consulting YouTube channel to be custom. So I need
Harry, the money's not going to run out. This is not PPP.
Don't worry, Harry. Don't worry. So the Simple Sense for Small Business is our new channel where we talk about general business stuff based on real life experience in our lives with seeing some how
So we
things, how businesses
created
are
this
run.
other channel. It's going to be a content-based
You
type
always
of.
cut me off.
I was enhancing. I'm enhancing. This is me enhancing.
That's you totally
I'm
trying to
jumping
sell,
in there and
trying
I'm
to sell it.
enhancing.
You're selling
You're
it.
talking and I'm enhancing.
You're selling your
So
interruption.
we're talking about, in simple sense,
Larry, you crazy?
what's Larry?
Larry's a client. Why are you? No, you
Larry,
silly.
cut it out.
Cut it out, Larry.
Wait a minute, Larry. Is that for the
But
advice?
thank you.
Wait, whoa. Back up the Texas truck there. Hold on a second, Larry McFarland. That $5. Hey, you. How much for you? $5. Hey, you come over here. You $10. Him $5. Okay.
Larry.
You get in for $10. You
Okay.
$5. You stay outside.
First of all, Larry, thank you. And dude, you're like handsome. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
just
wait,
gonna
not
say
me?
it. No, this is not about you. It's not always about you, Trevor. Okay.
So Larry, the
moving on.
$5 is this payment for all that 1 hour of advice I gave you last week when I was driving and getting my haircut? That marketing when I the copy I helped you write.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we're going to open this up to questions in a minute, but before we do that, here's what WTF Wednesday is tonight, folks. Thank you, Dana. WTF, are you ready? Are you sitting down? Here it is. When I spoke to the SBA this morning.
Oh, did we even talk about the legal team? Did I steal?
For real?
For real?
Like,
No,
no, cut it out.
Cut it
Really?
out.
I mean,
Cut it
I'm
out.
just about. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It's about a legal team.
All
right, so I'm
go ahead.
speaking to a very proactive, intelligent, and very experienced real loan officer, because as you all know, I don't really call most of those folks loan officers anymore because I take it as a personal offense because I'm a real loan officer. Anyway, this fellow was a real loan officer. And he's trying to help our client in Nevada, who's a long-haul truck driver, to move his file forward for his increase request, which was declined for discrepancy. And so we're inches away from getting approved, and it comes down to wet signatures on the forms, the board resolution, the maximum loan letter, the bankruptcy letter.
But
We had DocuSigns we submitted, and the legal team kicked those back. And then the insurance, the client, the borrower, rents a house, and he has a corporation, and the address for the business is his house. He has a home office. So like we've been telling everybody, like we were told by the SBA, he gets his property insurance. He ups the amount to meet the new loan amount, and we send it in, and the legal team says, no, we want insurance for the corporation, blah, blah, blah. No, on the DocuSigns, we want ink signatures. Okay. So this has been going on for, 4 or 5 days now, back and forth. And this morning, speaking to this wonderful loan officer, and here's the WTF, folks. He said, well, we have a new directive that just came down from SBA management and administration within the last 24, 48 hours, which is loan officers are now no longer permitted to mitigate problems on a file. Mitigate means solve problems based on loan guidelines, based on loan officers' experience and knowledge to move the file from here to the goal line. Okay, the goal line means you get your money. No. The new directive is loan officers can no longer do problem solving to get your file approved. It goes to the legal team. Yes, folks, the lawyers are going to approve your loan. No, they're not. The lawyers are not going to approve your loan.
No.
Oh, hell to the no. Lawyers do not approve.
But hold on a second. There's irony going on here, and I will say
I'm
this.
not ironing. I haven't ironed in a year.
Okay. So mitigate in the insurance world. I'm going to put my insurance broker
No
hat
strategies,
on.
Larry. Just wait.
Okay. So sorry, Larry. So mitigate in the insurance world is you assist to prevent or subside a situation that could become a bigger situation. So now the lawyers are coming in and they're making it worse. They're doing the opposite of mitigating.
Which is exactly what happened with this file.
Opposite of mitigating.
This particular attorney or the legal team has destroyed this very simple conditions request, which is a resolution letter, maximum loan letter, the bankruptcy letter, right? And we sent those in with DocuSigns, and the legal team said, no DocuSigns, not acceptable. We want an ink signature. And the insurance, not acceptable. because even though it's the renter's policy that has property coverage of a sufficient amount. No, because it's a court. We want it for the business. It appears that the business is elsewhere. Well, the business is not. I checked all the documents, articles of formation, the EIN, filing with the SS4, with the IRS, tax returns, everything. It's all at the guy's house. And so legal team was supposed to call me all day today. Still waiting. I've had 4 emails from the loan officer trying to move the file. He's like, have you heard from them yet? They promised they would call. But also, end of the day, he shared with me an internal email from his manager that said, oh, we have advised legal team that they were wrong about the ink signatures. DocuSign is acceptable. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? But
so this is what we're dealing with. And
WTF Wednesday.
And okay, here's
here
another
at Aurora Consulting.
Here's another WTF Wednesday. We really do get lucky with most of the time the loan officers and loan reps are.
There's no luck. It's totally skill.
Okay.
I treat them with complete professional respect, like they're a colleague, even when they don't really deserve it, some of them.
Yeah.
I never talk down to them. This is what I do. This is what you hire us to
everything, do. Ashton, everything. We're just shutting it down now because we solved all the problems.
Hold on. Luann DePrado is here. Folks, let's introduce you to Luann DePrado, who is a loan officer.
Yes.
An amazing loan officer here in Connecticut. A mortgage banker, as I used to be a mortgage banker. So big shout out to Luann. So Luann is asking the question, lawyers from where? The SBA.
SBA.
Luann. We're talking about SBA. That's all we do. It's all we talk about.
But they're contracted. They may be outside consulting type.
Whether they are or not, it doesn't matter. They're attorneys.
They're
Luann,
attorneys.
Hold on. Let's ask. Okay, we're not going to do questions yet. I'm going to ask Luann questions. Hey, Luann, what's the best thing you could ever do with your mortgage application? Would you give it to an attorney to approve the loan and read the appraisal and review the credit report and read the title? Well, they read the title report, but come on, Luann, tell us. Inquiring minds want to know, Luann. Would the lawyer approve the loan, or would you rather have a DE underwriter approve that FHA loan, Luann? Okay, inquiring minds are waiting.
All right. So anyway, this is the other thing that this one.
Wait, I want to hear Luann's answer.
I gotta wait for the comment. And
type
then
faster, Luann. Type. Luann, it's 2 words. It's 1 word, 2 letters. N-O. Never. Boom. Carol, tell her what she's won.
Sam will get you in a minute. Thank you so much for being here.
So that's the WTF. So folks, anticipate this is going to be a challenge on top of the whole discrepancy issue. So now the loan rep. So also, last thing I'll say, and then we're going to hand it over to questions, is this. Another nice, fairly competent loan agent that I spoke to late afternoon on a different file, and he's a contractor. But I don't know. I don't ask them what their background is. I don't want to be rude like that. But it's clear he's got real financial services background because he understands the documents and so forth. And he said to me, you know, Trevor, I talk to folks all the time and they don't understand that these guidelines can change from one team here at the SBA, one region here at the SBA, to another. They can be complete. The guidelines can be different. He said, and honestly, he goes, the guidelines, they change them like every 30 days or so here at the SBA. I said, oh, dude, you're preaching to the choir.
I'm so glad we finally got to that point.
Okay. So, wow, it sounds like you're exhausted with me.
But
let's open it up to questions. Linda Ray, tell them the ground rules first.
No. First, I want to not set the ground rules because I don't think we know this answer to this question on the month.
We're not answering questions till we set the ground rules.
Oh, we don't know this question. I don't know the answer to this.
Well, I'm not answering until we have the ground rules.
No. God, I told you to relax about that. Listen, this is the thing. All right. We are very excited because we worked our asses off for the last 18 months on our YouTube channel with things with the information, the videos and the how-to and instructions step by step. And finally, YouTube has awarded us to be monetized. So there is a little button with a $sign. If you're so inclined, if we answer a question that has been helpful to you, we would love, because everything we make goes back into the channel. So we have time.
Be like Larry. Larry made a $5 contribution.
But anyway, I didn't want to do that because we cannot answer your question, Sam. I'm sorry, Sam Las Vegas.
Yeah, we can't.
It's too soon.
Besides,
they don't even know what they're doing with what they have.
Sam Las Vegas, let's be clear. We don't work for the SBA. I don't know how you would think we
And
would
Chris
know that.
is right. Ground rule number
Oh,
one. Yeah.
so Chris, this is Chris from Advanced Lawn
But
Care.
he's a client. Everyone, he's
a client.
So that this is not for you if you did not hire us. This is for our clients who do not communicate or speak with the SBA because, as Chris knows, you can torpedo your loan on one little simple word, a sentence that leads to a paragraph.
But Trevor,
that
he
leads
sounded
to
so nice.
Explanation.
But Trevor, he sounded like he was trying to move the file along. But Trevor, I'm a retired police officer. I should know better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. There you go. But we saved it, Chris.
Theodore.
We saved that.
Not you.
We saved that.
You're a client. You silly.
Theodore, cut it out.
Hey, we got handsome clients.
Thank you.
How am I not talking to them more?
Okay. Let's open it up to questions. Here's the ground rules. You get to ask one question. Ground rule number 2, do not ask about credit checks.
Do not ask about credit.
Do not.
In fact,
Top of the head explode if you ask, are they going to run my credit? Luann, is Luann still here? Luann, do you love it when you're pre-qualifying somebody that said, but Luann, why do you have to run my credit report?
I'm having a hot flash with all these hot, sexy clients. What the hell?
You get one question. So take your time and type it and be specific. I like to say in BNI,
what's happening?
Specific is terrific. So be careful with your question.
We only Trevor.
We will answer one question.
Trevor, you literally have spent way more time and literally there are no questions. Sam, Las Vegas was the only question. So there you go. I mean, I'm just having fun talking to people that I know. And hey, question time. Hey, Danette.
See, we have good-looking women clients.
We have very good-looking clients who are female too. I love your name, Get Money. I don't know if you're in the financing business or if you do what we do.
Okay, John Hammerlin has a question.
Okay.
John's kind of a regular asking questions on our show. John should just hire us. Oh wait, John didn't hire us.
No,
he did it on his own.
And he got it.
You got it. Congratulations, John. So you can make a contribution, John.
So bold. So bold.
Well, John, the answer to your question is if shipping costs are a normal operating expense for your business, the answer is yes.
Yes.
Okay, next question.
That's it. Hey, so it's been really nice hanging out with you guys.
You know, Luann DePrado's on the show. Ask her questions about getting a mortgage.
I mean, it's not even like we're trying to... it's not even like we're trying to not answer a question. Well, there are absolutely no
really
questions.
Good news. Deborah Rose is here.
Here's Deb. Oh, sorry, that was wrong.
Get me a contract.
Texture. Oh, this is a good question. Rico.
Okay, Deborah, the answer to this question depends on who's working on the file.
Yeah.
And the reason why they would want to use that, right? So for instance, the file I was just working on just right before showtime has practically no income for the year 2019 because it's a health assistance type of business and they were just kind of ramping up. And because of COVID, no income in 2020 either. So how do you I submitted a business plan. So we're going to try to convince SBA to use the business plan. And I actually put how much money she would have earned for the business or actually what her operating costs were. We put that in on the SBA form 3501 when we submitted her reconsideration. So the answer to that question really comes down to some old school loan officer stuff like who's working on the file.
Yeah. Do you want to I'm going to bring up something that happened with one of our clients recently with 2017. Do you want to talk?
That's not one of our clients. Yeah. Chris, the loan officer was trying to get Chris's 2018 tax return for a completely different business, which is when I got involved and I shut that down. Shut it down.
Not remembering what we just transpired where there was something that had to be signed by a client requesting 2017 and they objected because it didn't look favorable.
So I was working on a file yesterday and I sent the client stuff for DocuSign so I could submit the reconsideration, including a 4506 and 4506T. And, it's a pre-printed form. It had 2017, 2018, 20. She wrote back like, no, I don't want them to see my 2017 tax returns because it was a bad year. Oh, okay, well, that doesn't matter. First of all, it's a pre-printed form, so I can't change it. Number two, whether the transcript comes in, it's not germane because the EIDL program, as Chris learned when the loan officer asks for his 2018 tax returns, the Eidl program fundamentally operates off of a 2019 gross revenue and cost of goods sold. So, Sam K. Las Vegas, we love you too. Thank you.
Thank
Stephanie
you.
Seymour, who can I talk to this?
Since
We can't answer this question, Stephanie. This is banking related.
Yeah, I didn't even read the whole thing.
If there are any banking related questions, folks, we can't answer those.
Yeah.
We're not in the banking business.
We're not in the banking business, and we don't know why that is happening with those types of banking.
You just popped up a
accounts.
question here. Why is SBA asking for 2017 tax returns? You know,
I created that question.
I could understand as a loan
Don't be sorry.
officer
It's okay.
where that might be a way of helping the borrower move forward. So, actually, hold on a second. We did speak to somebody in our free consultation call on Monday. I'm not sure if he's hiring us or not, but no, he's not hiring us because I told him what to do. So in his case, he had a business and had income in 2018, no income in 2019 due to a serious medical issue, medical crisis, personal family crisis. And so all he had was his W-2 income, but he didn't have any income from his self-employment on his side job on 2019. What that does not go in my glass. No,
well, it's just
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's been.
It's lemon and water.
This is water, and it's got lemonade in it.
Vodka in it. I'm
Does
talking
not
about.
know. I don't drink vodka. I drink whiskey. Anyway, so this person, no income in 2019, and of course, almost nothing in 2020 because of COVID. So he wants to file his reconsideration. So I told him you have to write a letter and explaining what happened in 2019 and ask and beg the SBA to use your 2018 tax return. So you see, it depends on how the file. Every file is different, folks.
Every file is different.
Next question.
I'm telling you, it's a
Dr. Shaw, thank you.
Yes, Dr. Shaw.
That's a set of guitar strings from my new guitar that Linda bought me for my 60th birthday.
Yes. I actually forgot I got you an iPad too. Okay.
Wait, what?
I forgot that I already got him a present for his 60th birthday, and then I got him another present.
This iPad's not for my 60th birthday.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, this was our EIDL money spent on operating expenses for the business.
Okay.
See what I did there? Yeah.
Tricky. So, but no, it's we have quite a few people on with us, but we actually don't have anyone asking questions.
Nobody wants to ask me when I'm going to trim the beard.
Why are you trimming the beard? I don't want you to trim the beard. And nobody wants us to be talking about your beard. So, but anyway, literally there are no questions. So we will not torture you anymore on being online. We came on a little early, so we had the benefit of the natural sunlight. But we have three comments here. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Marie. Happy WTF Wednesday to you. Thank you, Dr. Shaw. It is definitely belated.
Yes. So
definitely a belated.
You're funny. You're a funny dude. All right, folks. Well, I just want to say thank you for supporting us here. And
well, we have a question.
Here
See, if you take your time, Linda Ray. I know you're warm and you're having a hot flash and everything, but you need to let people. Oh no! No! Say it isn't so. You're not asking about pulling the credit report, are you?
Listen, come on, Drizzle. You've been with us. You've seen our videos. Like, stop, cut it out.
He's actually not asking if they're going to run my credit. He gave them permission. He wants to know how long.
No.
So we don't know how long this is taking. What we're seeing is dramatic improvements in the processing times. So far, folks, in the last 19 days, Aurora Consulting clients have been approved for and or funded for $3.6 million of various SBA funds. And so we see results all over the place. But generally speaking, out of our statistics here, we're running at about 25% of files that are in process right now are moving through the system with approvals.
Oh, Dr. Shaw does have a question. Would you happen to know the formula for the 24-month increase?
Nobody knows what the formula is. That's the problem.
Is that true?
Yeah. I just did math on somebody today, and I'm like, how the heck did they get this loan? So what we understand the math is supposed to be is gross revenue or gross receipts minus returns minus cost of goods sold, which is your gross profit, times 2, which is 2 years. Or the really simple way is, what's your gross profit on your tax return? Times 2. SBA says all that other stuff, and it's 24 months. That's what the formula is supposed to be. The problem is the results that I've looked at with loans that have been approved and funded since day one, the results are all over the map. It's 5th grade arithmetic, and apparently many folks at SBA cannot do 5th grade math.
Chris, out of all the clients, what's the average time are you seeing from?
I actually can't answer that because it's not something that, Chris, that I track, because I'm crazy enough. Like today was nutso SBA day, and I got to work on a couple of our client files, but essentially I was dealing with SBA all day long, because when SBA pops, I drop whatever I'm doing.
Ooh, is that a new little thing? I've not heard that one before. All right, so
look, Chris Get is taking your picture right now.
I know, I like it. I just wanted to keep it up.
Oh, custom painted. Thank you.
But hold on, custom painted had a question.
Whoa, custom painted is kind of good looking too.
All right, is that Angela? Is your name Angela?
No, it's not Angela.
But you look like an Angela. Do you have a long road ahead? But I don't know in what context. Did you put a question in and I missed it?
You know, Angela, custom painted. You know what? If you're young, yes, you have a long road ahead to get to look like this. It's a long road to get here.
You don't want to be on that road.
And for all you guys watching, it's a long road to get here.
Oh, Tristany, yes.
You see what I accomplished here?
Nice to see you.
Since 2015.
Yes.
This right here.
Thank you, Tristany.
I know I can't touch the hair, but
thank you, Tristany.
I can touch it like this.
But Tristany,
it's a long road.
I actually don't recall some of the email exchanges we've had to remember
out of the 474,000
phase you're in or what stage you're in. You know what? I'm going to say this, and then you can correct me, because I'm going to just say this.
I can correct. Wait.
Yes.
I'm allowed to correct you?
Yes, I'm giving you permission.
What?
But this is the thing. As the non-loan processing person, we have seen files move at a snail's pace, and we've seen them move very quickly.
Light speed.
We just had a file that was, to Chris's question, it's not an average, but it was 6 weeks. So it really depends, Tristany, on just how.
Well, we just had also a closing on
organized.
Friday. We had a loan close Friday that we started the reconsideration process in February.
Okay, so you're in process. That's good, but 10K. That sounds like
sounds like the grant.
Is that the grant or not, or the loan?
Is that the targeted grant? Because generally we don't have very positive experiences with the targeted advance. Not many of our clients who we filed applications have been approved.
Yeah, but that's what the grant.
There's not much about that program that we can comment on, because we don't know. The comment about the target advance is it's a complete GD mess. It's a complete mess. Yeah, I know Isabella Guzman is desperately trying to fix it.
Yeah. But the thing too is, if you're talking about the target advance or even the loan, some of the things that I'm hearing, and I'm going to forget what I wanted to say, but other than
it's a trap,
depending on how organized you are, and depending on how accurate your info is, and depending on what we're hearing, some of the things that happens with the SBA is they'll say something is approved and then decline. They'll say something is in process and then incorrect. And those are things that, without us being involved with the file, we cannot know what hiccup could be happening that you could possibly overcome. But you have to fight.
What you have to do is you got to be a loan officer. You just have to be resilient and respond quickly and as accurately as you can, especially if you have limited knowledge of what they're asking for. But you've got to get it in there. That's all you can really do. It's what I do here 7 days a week. I'm just resilient in responding to SBA's continually changing requirements.
Yeah.
A lot of R's there.
So
a roller coaster, yes, potentially. Phil Morgan, I applied for an increase, got a call from the loan officer. She asked for no new info, said I was denied, refused to say why, said email will come, crickets, what to do. File a reconsideration right now.
Yeah, and check. And Phil,
you can. So Phil, what you can do is this: you
get on our list for our roadmap.
Yes, the roadmap to reconsideration, which we're offering at a fraction of our flat fee consulting fee, will be published very soon, and you can buy that. And so, look, okay, you're kind of jumping around.
I am, because we're having a lot of comments.
No, can we go back to that question?
Which one?
Because, I'm old. I lose my train of thought. Phil Morgan. Okay. So, Phil Morgan. Okay, so, Phil, here's what you do. First thing is, before 8 p.m. Eastern time, call disaster customer assistance, give them your Eidl number, say, can you please tell me if it appears in the system that my loan is declined? If the answer is yes, file your reconsideration tonight. If the answer is no, then wait a couple of days, call again. The fact that you didn't get an email or a declination letter, I'm a little wary about that. So I would call to verify. Okay, next question.
Michael, you're so cute.
Ricardo Hall, you people are worth every penny. Thank you.
Oh, I do. See, I couldn't get to that.
Chris Barger. Chris, sorry, I didn't mean to use your last name, but Chris is a rock star of landscaping in North Carolina, so hire him.
All right,
there you go, Chris. I tried to get you a contract. Chris, rule number 3: do not check the portal every day.
Okay, Ethio Love. I'm gonna just say this. We get this all the time on the hazard insurance. Go to the community tab of our channel. I don't think it's not the most recent, but scroll down to the next one that I did a mere few hours ago. There are 3 links to videos on hazard insurance and 3 posts in the community tab of our channel about hazard insurance. There is nothing more I can answer on hazard insurance other than what we've already published. So please do a little research and just go to that post.
It's
There's
all
6
there.
links.
We've answered it extensively with good detail for you, Ethio Love. Okay, so Cobb.
Yes,
no, we do not provide a progress report. It's impossible to do.
Yes.
Because we don't know anybody at SBA. And frankly, if I called every day, I wouldn't trust if they told me what time of day it was. We essentially just roll with the punches. When you get a phone call, one of our clients gets a phone call from SBA or an email, we want you to hand it off right to me. Don't you get a get out of jail card, pass go by Park Place or anything like that. Just give it to me. Let me do it. That's the only way we can move forward. We do provide kind of a general email blast every once in a while to our clients, kind of generally speaking what's going on, but we can't do specific loan updates because we don't know. And David Rica, thank you. I like the haircut.
And also, Anne, I'll say this. The only progress that we really provide is making sure we get everything from you so that we can get you filed. And that's the extent of the progress report.
Ashton Bourne has some good advice. Can you put that up on the screen? Right up here. He's getting on a plane, apparently.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to plug you guys really quick. Everyone just schedule a call with Aurora. Got to bounce. Well, have a safe flight, Ashton. And
Massachusetts, neighbor.
Yeah, so Massachusetts. So you know what you do? Custom painted life.
That's Tristany.
Tristany, down in the description or the comments someplace, Linda's posting the link. You can book an appointment with us. Should hurry up because we're already booked up for next Monday. We're booking appointments right now for Monday, June 21st. And folks, we only do phone calls once a week because we have to get the files for our clients once they hire us processed and submitted, and be reactive when SBA, like today was SBA day.
And I will get with Lorraine to see if, and also I'll check the file on if we sent you.
Well, let me answer this question.
Okay.
And as you've seen in our process outline, which we gave you when you signed up with us, we have a process, which is our file manager, whose name is Lorraine. Once she completes receiving all of the documents from your document checklist, she notifies me that your file is ready for underwriting. At that point, when I review the file, you get an email from me as a file review and or the forms that you need to DocuSign.
Hey,
we have
Jim.
a very methodical and careful approach here.
Hey, Jim.
Jim Cowley.
Chesky.
Wait, can we go back to Jim Cowley? Hold on a second.
What?
Hold on a second. Chesky, thank you for the $5. We're going to come back to you.
Jim
Cowley, who just closed on his EIDL increase.
Yes.
Congratulations, Jim.
And Jim wrote a very nice Google review that was super specific on the process itself. Hang in there, folks.
I love that
Hang
Jim
in
said,
there.
if you do it our way, please do it our way. It works. We get results. Okay,
All right.
let's go to Chesky.
Chesky, I like that.
I love that name,
I like
Chesky
saying it.
Suknik. Business started Q4 2019, had some rent, got declined because no. All right, so this no economic injury substantiated. If you would you mind writing we only allow one question, but Chesky, I want to answer this question for you.
Yeah, because
you get $5.
Yes.
Can you please
so
tell
tough.
us or send Linda? Can he send you a private message?
No.
What was your gross revenue?
You can email us.
What was the gross revenue for that fourth quarter of 2019?
He doesn't have to post that, but Chesky, if you want, either you can schedule a call with us. It's free. The link is in the description, or you can email me, Linda at.
Well, I would recommend booking the phone call because you're not going to be able to answer this one by email.
Oh, that's true.
Book the phone call, the free 15-minute consultation, Chesky, because I will review this with you. And one of those questions is I'm going to want to talk about that fourth quarter. Thank you, David. I want to talk about that fourth quarter and the revenue. This economic injury up substantially is probably a load of malarkey, baloney, and all that crap. So I want to talk to you, Chesky. I look forward to that. Please do reach out and book an appointment. We're taking appointments right now for July 21st. We only do phone calls on Mondays.
On Mondays, yes. And then thank you, David. Thank you. I know I haven't hassled you on it, but I did know in my mind that did not happen yet.
Chris is back. Wait, right
Chris
here.
Is back.
Chris is back right here. Show
Anyone?
it. They hires these guys. I'll discount your landscaping.
That's because Chris is no longer economically injured at the moment.
Well, he's still waiting for his approval.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on there. He's waiting for his money.
Oh, right.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Reaching out by email.
Believe all me, the accent has been reached by email telling you I have to complete something I want. It sounds like they're okay. So Tristan, it sounds like what they're asking you for is gross revenue. So what you need to do is write down a schedule. We did a post about this the other day, didn't we?
The projection, which by the way.
No, not the projection. Not the projection. Gross revenue for every month from January 2019 through May of 2021. Gross receipts for each month. If it's zero, you put zero. When do it in advance.
We didn't do that.
Because when you log into the portal, the SBA portal, you're going to have to enter that information.
And Sarah, yes, congratulations to you. And thank you for acknowledging
welcome, Sarah. It's our pleasure.
That it was our blog that was super helpful. And thank you for the review because it was helpful. We really appreciate it. We don't really like to, we're kind of humble with certain things like asking for donations on our YouTube channel, but we do know that some of our work has helped people get their funding.
Linda's so nice. I'm going to be the Scottish guy. Yeah. You're welcome to make a tip. It's a button down below. Make a contribution, give us a tip.
But at the moment, I don't think I missed any questions that I don't think we.
I was hoping Luann DePrado was still here, the mortgage banking loan officer friend of ours here in Connecticut, who is a loan officer like I am. And I was a mortgage banker, not anymore.
Yeah.
But, once a loan officer, always a loan officer.
Yeah. So, hey, thanks, Robert. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Robert.
All right. So I think we're going to wrap it up. It's been one of those days today where I had to get a little cheeky with a few people who were
not here on the show.
No. I meant earlier today, cheeky with some people where there were massive eye rolls going on. But, thank you, Tristan. Thank you. I have you. Oh,
Tristan.
Don't. It's okay. It's all gonna happen. I don't think you ever scheduled a call with us, but you should. The link is in the description, so feel free. All right, we're gonna say goodnight and thank you. We were gonna take the night off, to be honest with you, and then when the legal team debacle came up, Trevor was like, "Oh no, we're going on, and we're gonna share what's going on." So, it's unfortunate that we do feel, it's our opinion that it's possible that the legal team is going to make things even more complicated with just some of the nuances of the technology that, like the DocuSign. needing wet versus DocuSign being approved and then forgetting, and the insurance. They're messing up everything I've learned about insurance.
Okay, writer Sanctuary. This is the writer Sanctuary comedy show. You. I'm looking at you right there. You.
know, listen,
I'm talking to you right there, pal.
I mean, even
You asked the question about the credit checks.
even without your kind contribution of $5, it's just so worth it to see that you're here. And every time you bring up credit check, oh my God, you're too funny.
By the way, just a shout out to Dr. Shaw, who is a successful chiropractor in, sorry, Doc, I forget what state you're in. If you want to post that, we'll share that, because
call us Tristany.
Call us Tristany. And Dr. Shaw is a bit of a rock star in her own right.
Frank, super sticker.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm thinking we might stay on the show for another 2 or 3 hours. We could kind of make out like bandits here just by asking for money.
Oh, here we go. What's this? Jim Garbo.
7
hello.
weeks on your mod is being possessed, processed.
Being processed.
Yeah. Wait a second. Hold on.
Well,
Jim,
or possessed.
Your modification being possessed?
It's possible. It's possible. You're
I'm possessed.
You're messing up the iPad. Quit it. Okay.
Okay. 7 weeks. That's it. You're in good shape.
Don't worry
Relax,
about it.
Hang tight. Find another 14 gallons of patient like Chris and Jim Cowley and Dr. Shaw and other folks. Hang in there. Listen, folks, please remember this about the EIDL increase right now. The SBA, a couple of things are happening. Number one, they're looking at tax returns, okay? Number two, they're scrutinizing things with extra care because there's been some fraud. In my opinion, a tiny percentage of fraud, and the reaction is overblown, but that's just my opinion. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Remember that last year when you got the loan, it was a questionnaire on a website.
Yeah.
You didn't have to provide any documents, and they weren't looking at documents. And try to remember how long it took to get last year. I know how long because I did 40 applications from March last year through June.
Also,
and it took weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. 7 weeks, Jim, is a blink.
Also, let me just say
Maybe
this.
he really was meaning possessed by that.
Under our community tab, there is a poll, but I can't tell you what date, and I don't know how far down you have to scroll, but I did post it a few times because I thought it was fascinating. Over 80% of the people that responded to this poll, and I did wish we had, thousands, because it would be a bigger sampling to make it a little more credible. But we do have over 300 people, and over 80% of business owners have never applied for a business loan. So that is part of what's happening with, you being unfamiliar with the process.
Because generally speaking, before COVID, if you went to the bank, we got an important question that popped up over here. Frank O, right here.
Frank O, yeah.
Generally
it's
speaking,
not a question.
If you went into to a bank to get a commercial loan, a commercial mortgage, a line of credit, a business credit card, any of these things took months.
Yeah, months.
So this whole reaction that people have, why is it taking so long? First of all, you all are forgetting how long it took last year on a questionnaire that you typed in. I know, information. This is, and secondly,
you're echoing
that the commercial financing doesn't work in 30 days. It's not done.
I think though too,
thank you, Jim,
with being unfamiliar with the process, we're not defending the SBA. We're not an advocate of the SBA. We're not condoning their processes at all. We do love some of the reps and loan officers that have helped us help our clients move the file, but we are not defending any longer the SBA. But I will say, and again, in conjunction with the over 80% of business owners looking for the first time going through a business loan process, the mistakes are epic.
Legendary.
Okay, legendary. The blunders we take it very seriously because people are watching our videos that really take off are when we're talking about the problems that have occurred, but no one's watching the ones when people ask the problems.
What we do right here, Life for All has got to go up. When people ask us, Life for All, I'm going to come to you in just a second. When people come to us and ask us what we do here, what's your magic bullet? Like, who do you know at SBA? None of those things. We're a professional application processing team, and more. I don't know if Tim Sohn is still here, but now more than ever, we have really come to realize, after working on hundreds of files and conversations and consultations for over a year now, that we're correcting a lot of mistakes that you all made in your rush. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just calling it for what it is. I'm a professional loan officer. I've been filling out applications since 1989, and I used to do my own tax returns since I was 18. So I kind of a familiarity with this beyond the usual. And I'm just, and we get folks like our clients who are arguing with me. No, that's not why my loan, they declined my loan for this reason. And then when I go in and I look at their paperwork and I underwrite the file completely so that I can complete new documents that I submit to SBA for the reconsideration, I see all kinds of wackadoodle mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes, the SBA makes mistakes. Their mistakes also are legendary.
Yes.
And their systems are a mess.
Yes. And this
y'all got to take some of the blame too.
Now we don't really handle PPP, and I think they were out of funds.
Done. The money's gone.
The money's gone.
Finished.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that, Tristan. So Life Roller.
I think you.
Well, I didn't answer your question.
So I got approved and
Roller.
funded, and I opened my portal again, and it had another blue button.
Well, what does the blue button say?
Probably increase.
I don't know. I mean, can't tell from the blue button.
Would say go for it, but
wait, you got approved and funded, and you have another blue button?
I would say
no. Wait, if you're approved and funded, that blue button sounds like maybe you want to download your closing documents, because that's all you can do once you're funded. You can go back into your portal anytime after you've been funded, and you can download your loan agreement or the what in this case would be the loan modification agreement. No, that's not true, Sutberg. Absolutely not. Mistakes were not weeded out they're weeding those mistakes out now. And that's why all of you folks out there who are getting declined are getting declined because of mistakes that you made.
Yeah,
and the problem
is,
see, it's two dynamics here. Many of you rushed these applications, or you didn't have complete information in front of you, or you've never filled out a commercial financing application in your life. Okay, so you had all that going on, and COVID was freaking everybody out last year. So all that's going on. You put your applications in, you got funded. Now this year, to get your increase, the SBA, because of fraud that happened, is now being extra careful. They're not giving you the money on a questionnaire. They want to see tax returns, and they're declining people for the alleged discrepancy. And you can't, a lot of folks, the average bear out there, you can't argue with these loan officers about why. I do. I argue, and I win the arguments because it's just how I do things here with the SBA. I have a kind of different way of speaking with them. But this is what the dynamic is. It's the mistakes that were made last year, and they are legendary. And it's the mistakes that SBA refuses to let you work out in today's increase process that are also legendary.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So
I would Life Roller, click on that blue button, see what happens.
Just go for it. I mean, it's possible you will have to go through the process again.
I think there's more to this story that I'm not understanding. So, but I would say if you have the opportunity, if it says you're qualified, maybe they made a mistake on the first modification. And by the way, we have, hold on, Life Roller, I'm sorry.
What?
So Life Roller, I've seen this actually with somebody who did a consultation with. It was early days, and the file was offered a certain amount, and then the SBA came back later and said, oh, we're going to give you more. So Life Roller, click on the blue button and let it run through to get that $492,000. Hi, Doug Maloney, you handsome devil.
Maloney.
Doug Moore.
Doug Moore.
That's Doug Maloney of Litchfield Distillery.
Yes.
Our good pal here who last year dropped stuff off on our front porch here in Connecticut, hand sanitizer and beverages for grown-ups.
Yeah. Have you heard this signing up the top and the bottom? That's new to me.
Tristany, call me.
Yeah.
Set up the call.
Set up the
we'll
call,
answer these
Tristany.
Calls. We'll answer these questions.
I'm going to say this, Tristany, for realsies.
Hashtag for realsies.
There have been people who have put off calling and talking to Trevor, and when they did, they said, I could have saved 11 months of my life.
In 15 minutes on the phone.
15 minutes.
Hold on. Right here. Wait. Right here, blue button says change business. This one right here, Jill Coleman. So Jill, folks, just so you know, if you want to make a contribution, you can click on the button downstairs. Down at the bottom here. I'm going to address Jill Coleman. Before we do that, Oh, nuts.
What? Did you forget?
I forgot because I got a lot going on here, man.
Menopause.
I'm old, you know. Doug, we miss you too.
We miss you, Doug.
Okay, so Jill, let me answer your question. Maybe the other thing will come back to you. My blue button says change business. Yeah, so that means you probably have duplicate applications, Jill. And if you're in process right now for an Eidl, I remember now because it was the same thing that happened last week with a guy named Jim who did the 15-minute free phone call. And so, Jill, go into your portal tonight, up on the upper right-hand corner where it says change business. Thank you, Life Roller. Where it says change business, there's a drop down. And what you want to do is, first of all, when you log in, have your original, your Eidl loan number, the one that got funded last year, have that in front of you in writing. Have it somewhere on your computer desktop or on a piece of paper on your desktop, your table. Log in, click on change business, and you'll see the drop down and all the duplicate applications that you filed last year by mistake. And many people didn't know they did it, but they did. They argue with me like, I didn't. Listen, I have filed over 100 of these things.
100,
they did.
More, almost 200.
Original applications.
Oh.
They did it. So anyway, you got duplicate applications there. So that's why it says change business. And what you want to do is jot down the numbers for all those other applications that are not the loan that got funded, and then send a letter in to Disaster Customer Assistance and PDC Recons at SBA.gov stating, I hereby request that you remove the following duplicate application or applications and list all of that. And in your heading, make sure you put your full business information, including your real Eidl number, the one you got funded for. And going back to our free phone calls. So we had a fellow who reached out to us, and he was in a panic state. He sent us these giant War and Peace novel-length emails. Oh my God, it's like this.
Wait, don't do that.
Don't ever do that.
Don't do that with the SBA.
Oh, and sure as heck
don't do that with the SBA.
Because I barely read this guy's email. We just said, like Tristan, we just said schedule the call.
No.
He had a 15-minute call. It was 17 minutes and 23 seconds on the phone with me. I logged into his portal, just like Jill. I saw that he had like 8 duplicate applications. I told him how to write this affidavit, and I looked at his Eidl increase. I said, why are you panicking? Everything here is in process. I went to the documents file. There was nothing to upload. There was nothing to sign. And the green thing said your loan modification is being processed. I said, you're in good shape. The fact that it's not approved yet, you're not alone. There's hundreds, thousands of people not approved yet. And he wrote us a beautiful review on our Google review page, basically saying, you want to relax, calm down, call Trevor.
Doug, we love you. We miss you in Rula.
Thank you, Doug.
Tristan A, call Trevor, please. Please call Trevor. Because you should be able to upload the 4506. I'll just leave that at that.
Okay, try not to. Okay. I was told not to throw other YouTubers under the bus. I'm throwing that, whoever that YouTuber is, it said sign at the top and the bottom. Hell to the no. Listen, I've been filling out 4506 forms since 1996, which is before many of you watching the show were even alive. Okay? You never sign a 4506 at the top. Oh my God. Did that make a loud noise? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Like, who is the moron who's giving this advice? You know, somebody who's never gotten an Eidl loan. I had somebody today on Facebook in a group, in a whole thread, and he's slapping down the poster, wall, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Turns out, when I challenged him politely, he has never gotten an Eidl loan. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So, you know, folks, be careful.
Come on.
Look, the compliment that we get all the time here on the show, on our calls, is that you guys are so informative. You know why we're informative? Because on March 18th of last year, when our financing business disappeared, we set out, me and this good-looking gal here, we set out to become a trusted resource for all of you, to give you accurate information. I went through this already from my career in the mortgage business. When the internet came about, I knew all the knuckleheads would be out there giving you wrong. Don't let anybody run your credit if you're getting a mortgage. What? You know, kind of knucklehead stuff like that. And so that's why what information we share with all of you here today isn't that we have any interior inspection of the SBA rules or procedures. It's what we do 7 days a week, assisting clients who pay us to do this as a consultant, which is legitimate and allowed. A flat fee only. You're not allowed to pay a consultant a percentage or a commission. Be careful, because the fraudsters are out there doing that, and it is illegal. So the folks pay us, and we do these loans 7 days a week. and we give you information.
The
on our
poll that we did
experiences.
is over 400 people, and the percentage is still 79% now, that business owners for the first time are going through the process of getting a business loan.
Yeah. So
so that's a lot.
Franco, update on the book. Well, so my editor kicked back the chapter on Form 3502.
It was awful. I could not consciously take your money.
I was so proud of that chapter too.
So
that's we're still finishing it.
Yeah, we're still feeling, but we're really close. We're really, really close.
Yeah, Jill, the loan officer gave you wrong information there. So you're right. You cannot reapply for an EIDL loan.
Oh,
Chris, so I've watched some other videos just for fun. Literally, there's people out there that have no real idea what's going on. I laugh at these guys, and Chris laughs at us too. You know, he laughs at us, and he laughs with us. More importantly, when I call Chris and I laugh together.
You know, listen, the thing is, everyone has their different expertise and, you know, their different lanes. And our lane is that we do this every single day. So what we're trying to do on our YouTube is knowing that not everyone can hire a consultant or an authorized representative. So we are giving information so you can do it on your own and have less stress. And
if Dr. Shaw is still here and Franco, these are two folks who followed our advice on the shows and watched our videos. And
thank you, Louis.
Thank you, Louis. Appreciate you. You handsome dude.
Yeah, a lot of handsome.
Louis got the whole Hollywood thing going on there with that profile picture,
and with the glasses.
Dude, Mel Gibson ain't got nothing to you, pal. Just saying. Louis the guy that should be in the movie.
I don't know
what women want.
Sootberg. I don't know what
men want.
Buy form. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what a buy form is. Sootberg.
You can.
Folks, we want to answer your questions, but please ask. Yeah, you get to ask one question, and please be very specific and clear, because if we don't understand it, we can't help you.
I don't.
And as somebody on this group named Writer's Sanctuary will tell you, do not ask if the SBA is going to run a credit check. Do not. Okay.
All right. So,
Louis, did you have a question?
I don't know.
He gave us a
nice contribution. Thank you for that. But if you don't have a question, we thank you even more. All right, so no more questions. I can wait a couple minutes here and just like sit here and say, so how's everybody doing?
Can we pop Jill Coleman's comment back up here? This is important for all of you to see. So this is really important, okay? This duplicate application, okay? The loan officer told you to reapply instead of going through reconsideration. So we've done this in many of our videos, but it's worth it repeating. You cannot reapply for an EIDL loan if you were declined.
Don't do it.
You must request a reconsideration.
Yes.
You do that by sending an email, polite and brief, to pdcrecons@sba.gov. That's Peter, David, Charlie, Robert, Edward, Charlie, Oscar, Nancy, Stephen @sba.gov. And in the subject line, you put reconsideration, EIDL number, and put your application number. And in the body of the email, say, to whom may concern, I hereby request a reconsideration of my EIDL loan, blah, blah, blah. Our roadmap to reconsideration book is almost finished, and we're going to release that and sell it for a price that is reasonable and a fraction of our flat fee consulting fee. And that book will walk you through the steps that I use here at Aurora Consulting to loan officer my way through the SBA process. So, Jill, thank you for your valuable contribution to tonight's show, which is my way of telling you thank you for the $75 contribution you made.
Stop. Okay, 3 shots.
Just throwing it out there.
3 shots, because I need 3 shots right now.
Got denied on May 20th. Loan officers, my financial offer. Yeah, the famous discrepancy thing.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
good. So keep hanging in there. 3 shots. By the way, let's talk about amended tax returns. We've talked about this on the show. Okay.
Oh boy.
So listen, here's the thing, folks. We don't know where this amended tax returns idea came about. What I'm pretty sure some knucklehead who lives in his mommy's basement and eats Pop-Tarts all day long or bowls of Fruit Loops came up with this idea about all of you. Hey, you want to get more money from the EIDL? You know what you got to do? File an amended tax return. That's right, because you want to tell the IRS, hey IRS, when I filed my 2019 tax return, I under disclosed my income. So by the way, IRS, here's my real higher income, which I'm trying to tell you, IRS, to file this tax return so I can get more money from the SBA. Which, by the way, you just told the IRS that you committed a felony. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Did you say felony, Linda Ray? Why is it a felony, Linda Ray?
Because you're not supposed to be fraudulent with your income.
No, that's not it, Linda Ray. The IRS is very clear. You must report all of your income.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said.
All right, whatever.
Roll
back the tape.
The IRS says if you do not report all your income, you're going to jail. Yeah. Yes, jail, as in federal prison.
We actually had a call with someone who literally said, well, it doesn't matter. My daughter gets paid cash. I'm sorry, what? Like, you don't think you have to report and file income as income? You got to be kidding me. Yeah. Anyway, there's crazy stuff going on. So this amended tax return thing, all this is really going to do is raise a lot more questions about your application. Yes.
Because the last thing you want to do is tell a federal representative that you're changing stuff in the application to make yourself qualify. You see how that sounds? Mm-hmm. I'm going to make myself qualify so I can get this federal government loan.
Yeah.
Does that sound like fraud? Oh, you know what? Because it probably is. That's why so many people are having so much difficulty right now, because you're scaring the hell out of this federal agency and they're thinking everybody's committing fraud. I spoke to somebody on Monday. She said to me, the SBA loan officer said to me, you falsely represented your income on the application.
Thank you, Marie Nelson. Appreciate that very much.
Of you wow, Marie's a cutie. Yeah, they're lumping all of you legitimate and honest business owners in with the criminals. And so when you are about to undertake an action to try to shortcut or get more money on the SBA deal, think twice about it, because you don't want to make yourself look like something that you're not.
Yes.
And the other thing, I'm sorry, about the amended return, it's just going to slow down your process.
Yeah.
You think that amended return is going to show up on a transcripts request like next week? Oh, hell no.
Oh, by the way, alert, I did have my computer plugged in, but I'm at 7%. Jesus. So we do.
I'll go get the charger.
No,
I'll go get the charger. I want to hear Marie Nelson's question.
Darlene, thank you very much. The charger, I think it's right over there.
Of course, we are talking about Linda Ray's computer charger, which will need me the next hour and a half walking around the house looking for it.
No, it's right in there.
No, it's not.
It's not? Oh, then it's in the living room. It's in the living room.
See what I mean?
Well, so now that we have some time alone, folks, without
I can hear you.
Without Mr. Blabbymouth. So Michael used to work at the IRS. Amendments are justified in some circumstances.
Michael's correct.
But do not do it for your loan applications. And this is a guy who just commented moments ago that he wishes he still had his business so that he could watch our videos without. So
Michael, let's talk about that. Let's talk, folks. Let's educate you, which, by the way, so we just started another channel, which we need 23 more subscribers to get to 100. And that'll get us our URL, which will be Aurora Consulting. But we started a new series called Simple Sense for Small Business. And this, Michael, is one of the things we're going to talk about. So yes, there are legitimate reasons why you would file an amended return. Some document shows up that either causes you to get a larger deduction or increase your income. And certainly if you file an amended return within a reasonable amount of time, a year, 2, stretching it maybe 3, with a good explanation. Of course, there are legitimate reasons, but Michael, this is not what's going on. These amended tax return questions have been appearing here on our show and on Facebook and elsewhere for a couple of weeks now. And it's a very interesting coincidence. At the same time that people are asking for an EIDL increase, all of a sudden everybody on the planet is filing an amended tax return. It is what it looks like. People are trying to game a system to get more money. Watch out, folks, because the SBA is putting people in jail.
Yeah. All right. Well, so now that you went to the trouble of
Frank, my heavens.
Yes, thank you. Hey, Captain Hollis, how you doing today?
Captain Hollis had a free phone call with us, and he said, "Thanks for the $5, Captain." He said, Trev, your wife's a hottie.
Hey,
I said, she's not my wife.
Wife is a 4-letter word.
It's not my wife.
Let's be very clear. He is my non-husband living lover. Okay. Period. Full stop. He's on my will, which is another
okay.
four-letter
We have
word.
some questions, folks. So
Okay.
thank you, Lee Love Tennis and Levesta Sturgis, for asking very specific questions. Lee, we're going to come to you, but here, Levesta, my loan officer said so that is correct. That's kind of where, so the next level of approval from our understanding of working with files over the last several weeks is the following. Next stage of approval can mean one of two things. Going to the legal department to review your resolution letter, your bankruptcy letter, and your insurance. And or some and many actually of these loan agents have a supervisor who must look over their shoulder. Okay, so that is your next level of approval. It's a good place to be,
Hold on.
Levesta.
Sorry, Levesta.
Okay, let's go to Lee Love Tennis. You say not to reapply.
But
Ever. Do not ever reapply, period,
What?
Lee. Forget about the 6 month. This 6 month thing is a
What?
load of hooey.
what is the 6 months? It was
Well,
24 months.
No. You're talking about something completely different. Try to keep up,
Oh.
okay?
Hey, I'm just a pretty face. I don't know what
This
I'm
is
doing
true.
here. I just put up banners that,
Okay,
that
so
say
Lee,
we
let's
have
talk
money.
about this. This thing with the 6 months. So when you get a declination letter from the SBA, it says you have 6 months to file a reconsideration. First of all, I filed reconsiderations after that, and they've been approved. Secondly, if the SBA had all its ducks in a row, all the I's dotted, the T's crossed, and they were an efficient organization where you could put in a file, be told exactly what documents need to be sent in, and things move along in a fairly reasonable timeline, and it was happening for everybody, then you're right. Maybe the SBA would have the right, in my opinion, this is my opinion I'm sharing, then the SBA would have the right to say to folks, you know what, you only have a limited amount of time and you only have an ability to make one reconsideration or two, and that's it. Except here's the thing, the SBA is a complete mess. So how can an agency that is struggling to get these things done possibly force you to adhere to rules when you desperately need this money?
Mhm.
Okay? Charge forward, Lee, until you are exhausted of all attempts on your own, or SBA absolutely says, look, stop sending them in. They're not going to do it, by the way. They're going to keep trying to give you the money. You're entitled to the money. You're an American taxpayer. Get this money. Okay.
Ignacio, you would have to schedule a call because we need to first talk to you about what's going on with your situation. So you'll want to do that. The link is in the description.
Ignacio. So
And-
I want to answer that a little. So we get folks all the time say, no, I don't want to wait for the call. I just want to hire you. We don't work that way. Because
I almost did that with
you almost
somebody
did that today, and
which I forgot about. That we might not be able to help you depending on your situation.
I walked Linda back from the ledge.
I was like,
and so our
people
process,
are so worried.
Ignacio, is that on the 15-minute free call, which you have with me, is to answer your questions, to give you expert advice that you can use. We strive to give you really valuable advice, but also for us to determine if you need us or if you can hire us. So the fellow last week who had duplicate applications, his EIDL increase was in process, who was having a complete meltdown before the call, 17 minutes and 23 seconds in the call. That's all it was. Oh my God, he said, my stress level has gone down tremendously. Thank you. When I logged into his SBA website with him on the phone, I said, Jimmy, you cannot hire us. You do not need to hire us. So Ignacio, schedule a call. We're booking right now for the June 21st. We have some slots open. June 14th is booked. We do calls once a week. Please don't ask us, folks, to book calls earlier. We don't do it. The rest of the week, we're processing client files.
Yes, Tristan, I say get your insurance now because.
Okay, we have some other questions here.
Yeah, but hold on. Tristan she made a donation and she has her question of insurance. I would buy the insurance now so that you're ready to, at least get a quote and get them ready so that you can then bind it and then submit it.
Well, your policy is going to be a renter's or a homeowner's policy. Here's Darlene Hall-Jones. Did Marianne or Marie?
I already posted this. I said, congratulations.
I didn't see this guy. Maybe I stepped away to get your charger.
She's saying, no, this.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Darlene.
Yes.
Good work.
But I would say buy your insurance now. Okay, so.
You're welcome, Lee.
Yes.
And you're welcome for telling it like it is. We like telling it like it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how I feel about that. Yeah, Lee. You know how we feel about that too.
All right.
All righty.
So we don't see any other questions. I just want to say thank you so much.
I want to ask
again.
somebody a question. Captain Hollis, how are the fish running down there in Texas? Captain and I had a wonderful conversation. He didn't need to hire us because his increase is in process. I answered his question. I said, if you get declined, just send us an email and sign me up and we'll work for you. But that's what I mean, Ignacio, about the call. It's important because, you know, maybe we can share some simple thing that you can do to fix something and you don't need us. We're okay with talking ourselves out of a job. It sounds bizarro, wackadoodle, but it's actually true. And secondly, you know, if you don't need to hire us, we're going to help understand that in the phone call for us and for you. As Captain Hollis discovered, as Jim last week, he was begging us. I just want to send you money now and take over this process for me. And then when I did the call with him, he didn't need us.
Right. Yeah.
So can we do a quick question to you folks? How do you like the lighting for tonight's show?
Oh yeah, we got.
So
well, because
we bought some new lights.
we invested.
Try not to.
That's why I
Try
said
not to blind you, but all right, here it comes. Yeah.
Any
bought
donations
some
we're
new
putting
lights.
back into the channel to make as high quality channel as we can, as well as our Simple Sense for Small Business channel, which
Promo that thing, woman.
which by the
head looks
way,
good like this with the
I
beard.
put the link in the chat, but that was like an hour ago. So I will
So tell us what you folks think of the lights tonight, because I set up, not only do we have new lights, but I set them up kind of really differently to kind of give this a warm, cherubic glow to Linda Ray.
geez.
And the ruddy Scottish look on my face because I'm Scottish.
Oh, I love you too, Tristan. All right, I did put the very long URL to our Simple Sense.
Yeah, 21
channel.
more people.
If we get, Michael said he was number 83, so that means we only need 17 more people so we can have a nicer URL for our other channel.
Yeah,
So we
we need
appreciate
that custom URL.
All right, we're gonna let you guys go, and wherever you are, have dinner or have lunch
Or cocktails.
or we're in Connecticut, Lee. We're in Roxbury, Connecticut. And if you don't know anything about Roxbury or have never heard of Roxbury, let me give you a little tidbit. Arthur Miller lived here with Marilyn Monroe, and I'd be hard pressed to guess that anyone has not heard of Marilyn Monroe. When they first got married, they lived here. And now we live here. Yay. We love
not
it.
Lit, Larry. We're not. Stone cold sober. Stone cold sober.
I wish.
Cold. This was water. That was water.
Thank you. Thanks, Darlene. Yes, very stressful. That's why we're
Thank you, darling.
And by the way, you did something because now I'm all shadowed up over here.
Well, actually, it's the iPad.
Oh, there you
I've
go.
come to realize. No, you've had the shadow the whole show.
Oh, the whole show.
I just didn't want to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I'll fix it next time.
All right.
I'm not sure how I'll fix it, but
All right. Well, with that, we will say yes, very good. All kinds of good stuff up here. We just went to our local farmers market. It was delightful.
farm stand.
All right, everyone. It's such a pleasure to hang out with you every Wednesday. Unfortunately, typically the reason why our show WTF Wednesday is named WTF Wednesday is because WTF. There's always something insane and asinine going on. And I can't say that we enjoy reporting it, but I can say we enjoy hanging out with you, you guys.
We want to report it because, again, we want to give you the benefit of our real-time, 7 days a week, real-world experience that we're seeing, combined with Linda's decades of experience in the insurance area and my experience in banking as a loan officer, to kind of bring that all together and give you things that you can use, like Dr. Shaw and like Frank O, who used our advice, and John Hammerland, who used our advice and got their approvals. So, but believe me, we would love it if you hire us, and you know, for the flat fee that we charge. But we're also loving it to give you the information so you can do it on your own too.
Yeah,
and we mean that earnestly.
Well, thank you, everyone, and we shall see you hopefully next week. Take care, be safe, be well, be healthy, and prosperous.
Oh, thank you, Larry, who's referring to the lighting when he said you look lit. Yeah, Larry. All right, sure.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Simple Sense for Small Business.
Check it out.
And book a free phone call with us. We'd love to chat with you. Thanks for tuning in tonight, ladies and gents.